And welcome, everybody, to FatKings Friday for March the 20th. I am Andrew, Cookie Monster Spike.
And I am VSG Warrior, aka Wizard Sleeve. What is on the menu tonight, Andrew? I know. Wait, hold on. We are still two pretty freaking big dudes, chewing the fat, trying to get lean. You know, we've had guests. I haven't been able to go into this, so I'm a little rusty.
Right.
What's on the menu tonight, Andrew?
Well, on the menu is basically what's helping us become less big dudes is diet and exercise. I think, at this point in both of our journeys, we're at a point where, that's becoming a really, even more of a major focus. So we, don't fall off the wagon. And I say that as I, crack open a beer.
Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, I'm still dry. So far, so good. But the urge is getting to me. Oh my God! Especially when I'm watching somebody enjoy something like that.
And then on top of it, I don't know if you saw. I know. Sarah Neo posted. She just got a shipment of my lovely homebrew today.
Oh.
She got some. I sent her some, and then she didn't post about it, but our Voodoo Queen Tanya has a shipment as well.
Wow. What does a girl like me have to do to get a shipment?
I think you got to divert your hand jobs to the hobos for a little bit, and maybe something will happen.
Hey, I should make a hand jobs for hobos society. Let's see if I can get. I gotta go on what's that, Kickstarter? See if I can get some money.
There you go. Like I said, I mean, but Jim even brought it up. It can only go so far when it's all a bunch of IOUs.
Yeah, no, I know it's true, but what are you gonna do? But yeah, so diet and exercise. So I didn't have a chance to make my regularly scheduled update yesterday. So today I actually kind of threw one together really quickly, and I just posted it like minutes before the show. So it's not it's almost there, dude. My big goal is to try to get under 300 pounds by WLSFA, and it looks like I pretty much got it in the bag, dude. 301.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, baby.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. So so again, like 90% of what I'm doing is dieting. I'm able to do a little bit of walking, but not much, and I'm just doing everything that I can. But I am being so dedicated and so committed to the diet. So, and luckily, again, this topic comes up a lot about the hunger. And I have not had any problems with hunger at all. There are days when I eat more, and there's days when I eat less, and I just kind of let the sleeve tell me, and I go by that, and I don't really push it. Actually, so anyway, somebody did send me a message asking me a little bit in detail about what I've been eating through the stages, and so I could just give a quick ramble on that.
Sure.
I don't really eat much. I mean, basically, for breakfast, I usually have either oatmeal. I put stuff in it like blueberries or whatever. I try to get a little something else in it. And then a lot of times I'll have an egg.
You don't have any problems with eggs? I know.
I have no problem with eggs.
I need the light on candy.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
She needed a light on so she can see. I am encroaching on the pink palace every night when
I
we
love
do
the,
this. So.
the pink palace. Oh my goodness.
I got it.
Oh good.
She got the phone.
Oh good.
Back to our regularly scheduled menu. So.
Yeah.
So eggs aren't a problem for you?
No, I have no problem. I usually make a little omelet or scramble, then I put a little something in it, some kind of protein, nothing dirty, but usually like turkey or something like that, and then
Awesome.
some cheese or something, and that holds me for a really good while. And
I
then
was about to say turkey, egg, oatmeal, and fruit. That's a good breakfast, dude.
oh no, I don't have them together. It's usually one or the other. Like I'll have it.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. I barely get through the one egg sometimes. I mean, it just
Sure.
depends. It's weird. Some days you really feel like you could eat a freaking cow, and then you take 3 bites, and then other days you just have a few, and then it's just weird. But yeah, I don't eat much, and then I have a lot of Greek yogurt. I'm just trying to help this person out. Not much what else do I have? Turkey burgers on occasion, mostly chicken. I still have a little bit of refried beans every once in a while just to mix it up. A lot of chili, homemade chili. You can go with that.
Yeah.
Not much, but in terms of like I haven't had any chips or anything that's like off plan whatsoever. I've been really sticking to the plan. So, and as far as like drinking, all I drink is water or water. No pop or soda.
No
None of
pop
that shit.
soda.
No
No,
juice.
yeah.
None of that shit. Just the only other thing I'll have is Powerade Zero or Vitamin Water Zero. I mean,
Vitamin water zero.
Vitamin
Yeah.
Water Zero, and that's it. The occasional unsweetened iced tea, but that's it. So, how about you, Andrew? You say something for something.
Sure, no problem. And I have to applaud you definitely for your efforts with your diet because you are a stronger man than I, admittedly. Because I definitely, for the most part, I do really well. I do stick to a good diet. My mornings usually consist of a protein shake that I get it mixed up and ready to go, and I have it on the way into work. That's pretty much every morning. Beyond that, then I usually carry around different snacks of yogurt, Quest bars, peanuts, maybe an ounce of the cheese. I always have some sort of fruit with me, some combination of the sort. It's not like you said, it's not always all of that, but it's along those lines. Lunch, I usually have some sort of deli meat.
Meat.
Meat,
Yeah.
but then from there, dinner is usually we usually cook something up at home, whether it's chicken or maybe a little bit of pork chops or something
Ooh.
along those lines. But
Pork chops and applesauce.
Yeah, exactly, just like Grandma used to make. Damn right. But in total, I still stick within about 900 to 1,000 calories because I do track, for the most part, I do track my calories and my food intake through MyFitnessPal.
Let's let's remind some of the new folks. How many weeks out are you, buddy?
I am. I'm coming up. I'm gonna skip the weeks. I'm actually around 24, 25 weeks. In 4 days, I'm gonna be 6 months post-op.
Woot! That's awesome, bro. Wow.
Definitely a big one. So
Holy shit! Time flies, bro.
Exactly, because that's what
Crazy?
I came to that realization during my last update, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm almost to 6 months, it was just a crazy thought. But yeah, I'm 6 months out. I finally feel like I'm getting beyond my stall. I dropped 3.8 pounds last week, so
that's great, bro.
Going in a good direction. I think that's a total of 140 pounds total since the beginning of September. So
fuck yeah!
Yeah,
Rock
man.
that sleeve, baby. Rock that sleeve.
I'm doing something now with my numbers that I add in my stats. I have a countdown now. So I'm counting down to my current goal weight, my goal of 250. So I think 95 point something away from my goal.
Sweet. Oh, that's right. We both have the same goal too. We're trying to get to 250.
Exactly. I have a feeling based on where you're going to, I have a feeling you'll get there a little before I do, but so be it. It is what it is.
Oh hell no. Yeah, no. You can't compete with any. I'm not into that. No, I know, and we aren't. I know that. I'm just saying, but yeah, I mean, I'm just so happy you finally broke that stall because I was, feeling for you because I know it's gonna happen to me. I mean, I've lost a lot of weight before.
Right.
And, man, I tell you, they just really break you down mentally because so many times I remember you're hitting the gym, you're doing everything, you're working your balls off, you're doing everything, you're eating right, and then you just don't get the number, and it drives you crazy. And you start doing that 2-3 times, weeks turn into months, and then you could just want to jump off a bridge. So, congrats for finally breaking through that, brother.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, because it was definitely felt like a long time coming. I think it was maybe, and it was funny is I looked at, and this is why I like using my FitnessPal for tracking. I use it to track my food, and I also track my weight on there. I like going on there because I can see, what every time I've entered in my weight, where I was and what day that was. Even with my stall, since the beginning of the year, I've still averaged 10 pounds a month.
That's amazing, dude. That is nothing. Yeah,
you can't complain with that.
Hell no, hell no. That's freaking fantastic, brother. And I was just looking. I see No Limits is asking some food questions because she's 2 weeks out. So yeah, I mean Andrew's up to 900. I'm not even close to that. I'm probably still around 700. I have a hard time measuring because of that. Like for me, like a lot of times for lunch, I'll have literally a slice of like deli turkey, and then
maybe a half an ounce or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll take one slice of turkey, cut it in half, and then take one slice of cheese, cut that in half, put it on top. Maybe I'll have some hummus, but I don't have any bread whatsoever. I have no wraps. I have zero, nothing, and that's all I have. And that really holds me over that little bit. Or sometimes if I'm in like instead of having pizza, I've gotten into this cute little habit. I take like 2% cheese sticks, like the low-fat cheese sticks.
Right. Yep.
And I found I'm really into this turkey pepperoni.
Yes.
It's fantastic. And you just
love turkey pepperoni.
I put a few slices of that on mozzarella, the cheese stick or mozzarella cheese.
I was about to say, I heard mozzarella.
Mozzarella, Mario.
You're from New York. That's how you do it.
Bowser, Mario, Luigi. So Princess Peach. So if you melt that, if you nuke that or put it in your microwave, however you want to do it, and it's nice. It's beautiful. Forget about it. It's mint. It's like butter. And if you got crazy and you wanted to throw like a teaspoonful of in my neighborhood they don't say jar sauce. If you get caught buying jar sauce in my neighborhood, they'll throw you out. You can get killed for buying jar sauce. But yeah, if you wanted to throw a tomato sauce or something on it, I think it would be fantastic. So those, I mean, I don't really cheat. Like somebody was wondering, like can you cheat? Or I guess if you sat there all day long and you wanted to just yeah, sure. I mean, if you weren't, you were nonstop. And to me, I think the greatest rule of all of them is that don't take more than 20 minutes to eat and then stop. Like if you sit there and ate all day long, you could just keep going, and and also watch what you're drinking, because you can drink your calories like crazy. So, but the people who are worried, your whole life is going to be so different. You're just not going to be able to do what you used to be able to do, and it's not even going to be a major issue. I mean, obviously, if things come up, all those other things in your life that, maybe you're in a shitty job, or you got like 15 kids up your ass and you just can't take it, and like I'm not in that place, so I don't have all those other stresses, and right now, so I'm like a monk. I'm committed, get that tic tac away from me. Omnibus, we all take the bus. So,
do you go in that little that doorway behind you that's all lit up that we don't know where it is, and that's where you focus on your Gregorian chants? I go in the TARDIS and I go back in time, and I learn Latin, and I hang out at the monastery. But it's going to be so much easier, because I remember having the same worries, how can you do that? Like, when you hear someone say they're on 700 calories or even less, like 2 weeks out, God, I don't even remember what my calories were. Probably like 400, if that. I mean, yeah, everything was pureed, and I mean, I was barely getting anything in. And then the weird thing happens, just an FYI, No Limits, as you start to get a few weeks out, when you start to get it like 4 weeks, then you start feeling like you're overeating. Yes. I battled with that like crazy from 4 to 6 weeks till about 2 months out. I really started feeling like I was overeating, because you just don't remember even eating at that point. You've just been on a liquid diet for so long, and you've been eating so little that you start to feel guilty for, like, when you start to get to solids, it kind of throws you for a loop. It does, and then when you get to solids, you have to really play it safe, because you're your stomach's kind of relearning that, if you will. Jim Haney actually had an idea. You nuke the turkey pepperoni till it's crisp like chips.
Oh, and then nice.
Intriguing. And No Limits was asking, how much oatmeal do you normally have in the morning?
Oh, geez. I mean, it's like if
'Cause I know
it's
you don't measure it yourself, but I mean, what
well,
would
I
you
do
say?
because no, I actually cook it. I use the one, like the whatever you call that oatmeal, and you make in the box and you measure it.
Quaker oatmeal, like, or
Something like that. Yeah, the equivalent of that. But it's a good organic one. I think I use like less than like 3/4 of a cup.
okay.
And then you put water in it, and by the time you nuke
By then it's a cup and a half.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it just depends, but it's not a lot. Usually, typically speaking, I think the rule of thumb is like 4 ounces for everybody, right? I mean, that's pretty much generally like I can't eat more than 4 ounces of anything. I mean, maybe certain things, but I don't try much, so that's what I go by. Like I just if I have refried beans or if I have chili, I have a little 4 ounce cup. I have that, and if I feel good, I stop. I'm done, and that's it. Sometimes I can't finish it. Sometimes I can. The rest of the stuff I just eyeball. I have a scale, but I know that I'm not going over, and I know that I got it. But my whole thing is going to be as soon as I either stall out or my losses become way, way less, and things start to look as though, all right, then I'm going to start going on MyFitnessPal more and really trying to, get involved because it's important. I know how important it is. It's just been so difficult because I don't. It's like how I like to measure half slices or 3/4 of something. It just gets on my nerves.
No, I agree. It can be a little bit of a pain once you get into the routine though. With MyFitnessPal, it definitely it works out because a lot of it is already saved what you've already entered in before, so
Yeah.
it makes it pretty user friendly. But I mean, yeah, for you at this point, you've got it measured pretty well already, and yeah, your losses are still significant. That why screw up a good thing at this point? When a problem time comes, then that's really to reassess, which is a lot of what I've been doing this past 3 weeks to a month or so.
Yeah, I mean that's when you got to turn it on. And here's a shameless plug for Faye Greek yogurt, ladies and gentlemen. The blueberry,
Yeah,
really
'cause you have a
delicious.
lot of those. You have the Fayes a lot. I like the
Uh,
I get the Dan and Light and Fit Greek yogurts because those are 80 calorie, good. Not a lot of sugar, good amount of protein.
I like
Um,
I like the ones where you can add the sweet side. Like if you don't want to add too much sugar,
right.
that's why I like these a lot because you can kind of all right, just put a little in for flavor and not overdo it on the sugar.
Mhm. You got to try. Ryan's been doing this, and I might start doing this myself. She sticks with one of the flavors of the Dan and Light and Fit. She gets, I think it's like the toasted coconut vanilla. So it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty standard flavor, but then she'll actually add in some little bit of granola to it. And I think VSG Kirk just did a taste test of a yogurt, and he
I'd
does the
like
same thing.
I'd like to taste VSG Kirk, but oh, did I say that out loud?
You want Kirk's yogurt?
Yes, I do. I want Kirk's yogurt.
But I hate yogurt, especially with strawberries.
No.
Sorry, I had to do the Spaceballs reference whenever I can.
Oh, anytime you can get, they've gone plaid.
Oh, they've gone to plaid. Worry about MyFitnessPal. She says, I do MyFitnessPal, but it gets mad at me and says something like, if you only ate this many calories in a few days, you'd be dead.
Oh God. Yeah.
I've been able to either ignore it, or what I honestly do is I don't complete my. You can complete your daily food diary. I don't complete my food diary because every time I complete it, it's gonna get pissy at me.
Yeah, I think everybody here can relate to that. I mean, I think everyone here is in perpetual starvation mode according to, we're all going to die according to MyFitnessPal.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, that's usually what I stick with as far as my food. And I do have the occasional thing I shouldn't have. I have had, chocolate every once in a while. I have had a donut. I've had foods that, you know, I haven't, just like you, I haven't dealt with hunger, but what I've dealt with, and I know a lot of people like to use head hunger, but I just call it cravings.
Yeah, because that's really kind of what it is. I mean,
Exactly, and that's what I mean. And every once in a while, I feel like I've got this craving. And for me, the way I see it is, at this point where I am, I would rather say, you know what, I'm going to have some. Some being the key word.
mhm.
I'm not going to go and gorge. I'm not going to go crazy. I've had ice cream maybe 2 or 3 times since post-op, and it's usually been a small amount. But I have that, and then I'm good, and I move on.
And I think that's totally normal. I think that's, I can't ask anyone to do what I'm doing. I'm crazy. I'm a mental patient.
You are, and I think that monk, comparison, that is perfect to what you're doing, because you are laser focused. You have you don't have these other distractions. You have this, and you stick with that, and that's awesome.
Yeah,
Trust
I
me.
mean,
I wish I could have I wish I could have the mental strength to do that and not let anything else outside of that get to
well,
me.
see, the thing is, you're married with a kid. I'm hell bent on getting sexy enough to get that to land that rich widow. I'm really trying. So I got to work. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, Cougar Life.
CougarLife.com. We're sponsored by Cougar Life.
So before
Quest,
it was Astroglide and Quest bars, now it's
yeah,
Cougar Life and Faye.
Faye Greek yogurt and Cougar Life. So we talked about exercise, and that's really more your forte with my back and knee problems.
Hmm.
Why don't you tell us what you've been doing on the exercise front?
I mean, exercise is typically for me usually within the range of about 3 to 4 times a week. I honestly, at first, I didn't think I would be able to do it that often. And when I did really start getting into exercise, it was probably twice a week. But I rediscovered my, fitness center, if you will, at my office. It's pretty small, but it actually, I mean, it does what it needs to do. Um, so about 3 to 4 times a week, I will um, go to my gym in the office, and I only have an hour total. So it's really, I'm using my lunch break for it. So I'm usually doing about 15 minutes of cardio, whether it's 15 on the elliptical or 15 on the treadmill. I do that right away because I do try and focus on at least while I'm in the gym, while I have, those, weights and, machines available to me, I want to take advantage of those. So I do a little bit of cardio to start because it gets the heart rate going, it warms up the body, it's a good solid warm up, and you obviously burn a few extra calories on top of it. But then I do a combination of different routines where I'm either doing, bicep curls, tricep push downs, bench press, lat pulls, crunches, and I do that in a circuit until it's about 15 minutes left in my lunch break. Get back, shower down, I don't want to stink getting back and sitting in my office, and then back at it for work the rest of the day.
Wow, that's pretty intense, actually. I mean,
It honestly is, and I've had coworkers of mine who have come in while I'm working out, and they've wanted to talk to me, and I shoot them a look, and I'm like, honestly, when I'm working out, don't fuck with me.
yeah.
Like I get in just like you do. You get with your kind of focus, your monk Zen focus on the food. That's where I am with my exercise. I put my earbuds in. I have a workout playlist on my phone, and I go. My adrenaline kicks, and I get to work.
Yeah, buddy. So,
So,
give me something from your playlist. Let's talk a little music. What have you been listening to? I like.
well here before we do the playlist talk. I mean, and this was brought up. I've been watching some of the comments. How was your St. Patrick's Day? Did you do anything special?
Well, actually, it's kind of a touchy thing for me because St. Patrick's Day, my dad was Irish. I mean, he's American, obviously, but he was,
Sure,
Irish
sure.
heritage. And it was my first St. Patrick's Day without my dad. So it was, like, even hard to listen to, like, I listen to, like, traditional Irish music or Clancy Brothers or stuff like that. So it was more of a somber kind of thing. But generally,
Sure.
but my dad was one of those guys, he didn't go for all the drunken buffoonery. He thought it was
No,
like,
no.
it's supposed to be a religious holiday. As you celebrate, have fun, but don't act like a moron.
Right.
And in the city, it's like it's amateur hour, like big time.
Oh God,
It's
I
like
mean,
everywhere.
the,
I'm
the
sure.
two holidays where the crazies come out like that is St. Patrick's Day and Cinco de Mayo.
So, yeah, I mean, you get people who just think that that's all the holiday represents is just being, a drunken lunatic. And I get that, you want to have fun. But so no, I mean, I did feel like having a drink though. I'm not gonna lie to you because Jameson's is mother's milk to me, along with Guinness, and you could just walk down the street and you could smell it everywhere. It was tempting, but
It was calling to you.
oh, it's calling.
Come and have a pint.
My precious, come to me fucking precious. It's like the ring. Jameson's is like the ring of power. Drink me, you fucker. Yeah, so it was tough, but I'm dry and I really want to stay dry,
Sure.
especially in my nether regions. No, but it's important because I know once I start, it's not even so much that I'm gonna go into this crazy party mode. For me, I have a history of just saying fuck it and making poor decisions,
Mhm.
and that goes hand in hand with diet, with poor food decisions. And once I get wrecked, I get like I'll fucking eat anything. Small children, dogs, animals, whatever's around. I'm chewing on it, and I know that'll happen. And even though I won't be able to eat as much and all that kind of shit, it's just that I don't think I have enough time to figure out the whole drinking situation, post-op drinking situation before WLSFA. So I'm not
And
trying to get up on any high horse or anything. It's just that I would want to be more comfortable with the whole experience
yeah, and
because
that makes perfect sense.
once you sleep, it's just like Interview with a Vampire. The dark gift is different for everyone, and you have to learn what you can do. You can't just read minds if you got to learn how to use your sleep. So and
Right.
some people I've heard a lot of negative experiences regarding drinking too soon, and I just
Hmm.
thought, okay, I'm just gonna try it this way and see what happens because I'm doing so good and I'm getting so close, and why, if it ain't broke, don't break it.
Exactly, and then exactly. I don't blame you one bit for that. And gotta give a shout out. He must have heard that I was talking about exercise because Pete Sleeve
Pete,
Rocket just joined.
yeah,
He
you
just
say
joined.
exercise, and then Pete appears. What's
It's
going
like
on, Pete?
Spidey sense is tingling.
Spidey senses. Yeah, push it harder. Oh, and before I forget, just in case, I mentioned it in my update, which just posted, so you can go watch that if you give two shits. Well, after the show, you don't want to tear yourself away from the show. Sponsored
No, not yet.
by. Wait, who are we sponsored by again?
Well, at least today, at least tonight, you get to listen to us. We
That's
get
right.
to talk.
For a change.
For a
Not
change.
like no, oh my God, and well, real quick before we get into that, I just wanted to give a shout out to Billy VSG.
Yes.
On Facebook, this guy really touched me. This is like one of the nicest things that has happened since I started making videos. Is this guy reached out? He left his Facebook posting about how he watches the Kings and was a fan of mine and is he's working on getting his date. He doesn't have the date yet, but he's been working on it, and he's already down 91 pounds, I think he said, and he's working on trying to get down 100 pounds before surgery. So that's that's a great homage to my little epic 112 pounds pre-op, and I just love it, and I think it's wonderful, and then just nothing but love to you, Billy. So if you need anything from either one of us, I'm sure you could just reach out. We're here for you, man. So congrats, brother.
Absolutely. I think a few of us, he added a bunch of us. I'd send him a few recommendations of people to add on Facebook.
Oh, I couldn't resist that cable guy. I gave him a shout. Oh, Billy!
Billy!
So I hope he doesn't think I'm some kind of weirdo.
Well,
I think he already knows.
I would say if he's been watching FatKings at all, that's an obvious, you are a weirdo.
So
Hey,
I just want to quick. When you mentioned having guests, man, we had 2 weeks of really freaking phenomenal fun times, man.
We did.
Between the Sarahs and Mrs. B, I mean that was some good stuff, man.
That was a good time. That was really cool.
Yeah.
We might have a guest next week. I don't want to confirm anything yet, but there's a good chance we'll have a guest next week. So keep an eye out on the Facebook page because we'll confirm it there. I want to give a shout out as well while I'm thinking about it because Emily Zapata, she's getting back into videos and she did a shout out video recently. She just did she commented. I think she stalked my my YouTube account today because I got a bunch of comments from her.
Don't you love that?
Oh, it's awesome because people who are in the process are kind of discovering, and it's awesome. So I
love. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. I just love being binge watched. You can tell when somebody's.
It's kind of it's like, oh, all right, cool. I mean, it's why you put your YouTube videos out in the first place, I guess. So.
Yeah, it's nice.
But yeah, it's so she was watching and she gave us a shout out as well on a recent video of hers. So
yeah, she's great. I was actually her very first subscriber. I remember I was and I actually put out a call to arms to give her some support. So I need to check it out. I have to confess I have been watching. I haven't been able to watch as many videos lately as I'd like to. I try to watch the big boys, the 50 Shades of Maintenance people. Always check out 50 Shades of Maintenance because I don't know about you, Andrew, but I still love those guys. And of course
absolutely.
I love Tanya. And of course but Naked Truth, we can't go 2 seconds without talking about the Naked Truth.
No,
Even though what's her face? Wait, well, let's see. It's Lace. Oh yeah, Jennifer. Jennifer can't seem to remember my name, but that's okay. That's all right.
That's okay. But at the same time, you got to give Jennifer a little bit of credit going on live, like all of a sudden, with nobody else.
And you jumping right in.
I felt so bad.
What a guy. What a mensch. You're a mensch.
I had to. And she gave me a thank you on the chat. So you're very welcome, Jennifer. I was more than happy to help and join in and at least give you somebody else to talk to because that couldn't have been easy. So if it got down to one of us going solo on a FatKings Friday, it wouldn't probably happen. It'd be see you next week, folks. But yeah. So I mean, it was glad. I mean, good. You had a a decent week. I know. It's kind of touchy. I can imagine. So. Oh, excuse me.
So I guess we
back to exercise.
Oh yeah. Back to exercise. That's your territory. You ramble because speaking of exercise, my knee is killing me. So I'm gonna get up. But you talk so you don't see my fat belly and my fat ass.
But no problem. But yeah, you were talking about going and finally doing some walking and whatnot, which was good because I mean, especially and I know No Limits is it was asking a lot about the food and whatnot, and I saw Sleeve Rocker talking about trying to get your activity up and really get your heart rate going, and that's really where that cardio you regardless of what you're doing, if you are trying to focus on weights, it is good to try and get a little bit of cardio in at least for 15 to 20 minutes because that helps to get your heart rate up, get you moving, and then it really helps you get even more out of weight your strength training. So
hello children.
Hey chef.
Hey everybody, have you seen my balls? They're big and salty and brown. If you ever need a quick pick me up, just put my balls in your mouth. Ooh, suck on my chocolate salty balls.
Salty balls.
Put them in your mouth and suck them.
Come on, baby.
Yeah, I needed a break, dude. My knee and my back are really shitty today. Yeah. I'm blowing hobos. It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. Now I know what the hell we were trying to get to eventually was we were going to talk about music.
Yeah, what's some good...
I put my playlist on and I go. So
what's some good hobo blow music?
Hobo blown music. You're the expert on that. I can't tell you. I mean, my playlist is geared towards what I do. I need if I need help in the hobo blowing playlist department, I know who to call. Hey, VSG Billy is on. What's up, brother?
Billy, what's up, brother?
How you doing? I see he's commenting here, dude. So don't worry, Walter is here. He didn't just become a photo negative of himself. Who's that? Christopher Titus was talking about that. He's talking about if you see someone who's a photo negative.
Oh, all right. I just needed to get up and shake it loose.
You had to shake it off. Shake it off.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're nerds.
We're totally nerds.
I know. I know.
Jeez.
As bad as we know that damn song.
Well, hey, Taylor Swift is hot, man, and she's worth like $1 jillion. So
that's true too.
You know, hey, it's not like we're singing Justin Bieber.
That is true. Although I don't know if they had shown it yet. But if not, I want to make sure. I want to see the roast of Justin Bieber that they did on Comedy Central.
Oh, did that actually happen? Did I miss
I don't know. I know it happened, but I haven't seen if it's been on or not.
Yeah, maybe it didn't air.
So, all right. So playlist. My playlist goes a little bit everywhere. Music, for me, I start out. I'm first and foremost kind of a rock metal guy. That's where I go, and I mean, I post it every once in a while with what I'm listening to or what I have playing on my record player and whatnot. But some of the songs that I listen to when I'm in my workout, "Welcome Home" from Coheed and Cambria.
Oh, nice. That's a good one.
Couple of Lamb of God songs, "Walk with Me in Hell" and "Laid to Rest."
Oh, nothing like good romantic.
Oh, absolutely, Lamb of God. I mean, it's
Lamb of God.
I do have a few Rammstein songs. So Mrs.
Rammstein, jawohl.
Mrs. B, VSG. I know she's gonna love that. She's never posted a picture, but because we're basically BFFs now, and I've hung out with her the last 2 weekends. She actually has a Rammstein tattoo on her like below her neck.
Really?
So that's pretty bad. She's seen them 3 freaking times.
Wow, that's cool.
Jealous as hell. I've never seen Rammstein, so.
I have. I've seen them. Where did I see them? I think I saw them at the Garden. This was like 100 years ago. But again, I was probably fucking shit-faced. If it happened during the 90s.
Right, it didn't happen really to you.
It's all kind of blurry for me. Yeah, but they're intense, man.
And Jennifer Ricketts, she's like, I love Welcome Home. Found that song a long time ago on Rock Band.
Exactly, yeah. Or was that Guitar Hero? Was that Guitar Hero or Rock Band? No, it was Rock Band.
Rock Band.
Yeah, that was Rock Band. No, I'm sorry, Jennifer, for even questioning your veracity there.
And I've been playing Rock Band a lot lately because after the announcement, I've started picking it back up.
I need some practice, bro. I probably can't even play on hard.
Oh, I can play on hard.
Oh yeah, you're a dirty boy.
But they just announced they said today that it looks like Rock Band 4 is going to come out sometime in October.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
There's a good chance it could be out before OH, possibly.
Oh, man. I was actually digging through my old computer, and I was trying to find that. I have some audio files of me and my friends kicking ass on Rock Band, so if anybody's interested in hearing me do...
oh, please do. Post those, please.
Oh, and look, and Pete Sleeve Rocker says, I'm a 42-year-old. You're very old, Pete. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. I just turned 35 again. That listens to all the popular current music in the gym and nothing else. So Pete's up. He's hip. He's new. I'm hip. Chugga. Aww. Awesome,
my dad's 52. And he knows who Skrillex is. I'm like, what the fuck?
Skrillex.
I was like, what the hell?
The one thing I liked about Skrillex is he did a song with the fucking Doors before Ray Manzarek died.
Yeah, it was actually pretty cool. I really
liked it. Breaking a Sweat, I think it was called.
Yep, Breaking a Sweat. Yep.
And but doesn't he look like what's his face? Corey Feldman.
A little bit.
It reminds me of Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman with like half his hair shaved.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I think you were having a whole EDM jamboree.
I do, and I'm gonna get to that on my playlist here.
All right, I'll let you go, man. I'm so excited. I can't shut up.
To talk this week, so I got to adjust. Your knees and your back hurt? It's my ass because I don't have one that hurts.
My neck, my back. Oh yeah, that's my wedding song.
You're not going to come out to the wedding march. It's going to be my neck, my back.
No, you've got to hear Richard Cheese. Richard Cheese do that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Do you know Richard Cheese at all?
I don't. I haven't.
Oh, he is the fucking funniest guy. He covers songs, but he's like a lounge act. So he's like, my neck, my back, my pussy. Oh, it's so funny.
It sounds like the Dan Band a little bit.
Yeah, go look up Richard Cheese. Yeah, he's like it's like any of like the those kind of parody kind of guys.
Right. Nice.
Okay, back to your playlist. I'll shut up now. I'm gonna put my my sponsored Faggy.
You're gonna put some protein in your mouth?
Yeah, it's not faggy. Do not say no. Faggy is not the proper terminology.
No, right. Bobby Flay pronounces it as Faye, so it's Faye.
Faye, yeah. Listen to Bobby Flay.
Yeah. Now I got 5 songs of Slipknot. I love Slipknot.
Yeah.
I've seen them about 3 or 4 times live, and they kill it. So, Duality, Psychosocial, Before I Forget, and a few other ones. This one is one that not too many people are aware of. Do you remember Tommy Lee had a side project, Methods of Mayhem?
Yeah.
He put out a second album with them a couple years ago, and there's a song on there called Fight Song. I could seriously listen to Fight Song constantly while I'm working out because that song gets me jacked. Like I'm ready to go. Like I wish I had like some gloves on and an Everlast punching bag and just go to town on it listening to that song.
That's what you need when you want to work out. You want to be able to like run through a wall. Like, yeah!
And that's where I get. That's why I told you earlier when I have like coworkers come up to me and want to talk to me and I said just leave me alone. I'm happy to talk to you afterwards, but while I'm working out, stay away because I get zoned.
Do you even lift, bro?
Exactly. And then I get into at the back end of my playlist includes a few, EDM and randoms like Bass Nectar.
Ooh.
I listen to Bass Nectar. I've seen that. I saw him live, and he's an EDM guy, and he plays it. The type of music that he does, it doesn't have that standard dum 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 dum. The typical EDM that I don't. That's not typically what I listen to.
Douche.
You can fist bump to it.
Yeah, I need a pacifier and some Molly.
Exactly. And then, like I said, a few others beyond that. I mean, randoms here and there, but yeah. Like I said, I've got my playlist. I put it on random and just go to town on it. So. Going on the comments here, Jennifer Ricketts. Yes, she's really excited about the new rock band, as am I. It's coming out sometime in October, so fingers crossed. I find out some more here in about a month or two at E3. And she wants to know about OH. So for those that aren't aware, OH, as Jennifer Bleacher just said, thank you, Raleigh, North Carolina, October 16th and 17th.
Yeah, I still have to figure out a way to get there. One thing at a time. If I survive WLSFA, then all of my hobo money is going right to.
Right, and by that time, hopefully, sometime shortly after, I'll have moved. I'll have moved over to West Virginia, so I can set up a new territory and try and help out.
Take me home to the place I belong.
I've heard that song so many times because of the fact that we're going to West Virginia.
You just can't stop, right?
Mama.
It's like you're contractually obligated to sing that song when somebody says West Virginia.
Basically, and it's like I'm gonna be one, and I'm already a weirdo to begin with, but I'm gonna be an added weirdo because everybody there has West Virginia Mountaineer. Sweatshirts, placards on their car, everything. And I'm going to be out there, OHIO. I'm going to have all my Ohio State stuff. I'm going to piss everybody off.
Oh, yeah. And I've seen that. I've seen you do a video from that place, dude. That's like a Halloween spot. You don't want to be fucking around over there.
I hear banjo music. Yeah. Ding, 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 ding.
That's like the Blues Brothers when you go to the bar and you ask them what kind of music they have, and they say, we got both kinds, country and western.
Oh, and Jim Haney, yes, I have heard of this, and he did a test, and he posted a couple of pictures of this.
Tunnelingus?
Yeah, exactly, that too. I'm no
What?
cunning linguist, but
I'm not cutting.
but at the Embassy Suites, they have free happy hour for 2 hours every night,
Ooh, now that might.
and a free buffet afterward in the morning.
See, Jim has his priorities straight. I love
He's
Jim.
got it. He's got it. And well, for me, there's also a workout center. So
Right.
tie it all in. Tie it all in. So.
Show off. No, that's great, man. That's really cool.
So yeah, it'll be fun. I'm hopefully.
I'm so looking forward to it. Oh, are we gonna speak? I think we should just take the fucking stage anyway, whether they let us or not. We'll just storm the fucking place. We'll bring me, you, and Lacey and Jennifer. We'll just fucking.
Absolutely, and then if not, we'll just do a hangout somewhere outside of the event, and we'll probably have half the conference just hang out with us there.
Yeah, especially if we start, bringing kicking it to rock bands. Forget it. Our skills are just legendary.
Oh well, like I said, Rock Band, regardless whether it's going to be Rock Band 4 or Rock Band 3, we are bringing, because Ryan and I and Scarlett are coming. We are bringing Rock Band regardless, and we are bringing Cards Against Humanity.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
So that is going to happen. No Limits is going to try and get to 08, which would be awesome.
Rob just said you sure do have a purty mouth. I'm taking it that's a West Virginia comic.
No, that's from University of Deliverance?
Yeah, no, I know, but the whole.
Okay.
Because we were talking about. Yes, of course I've seen Deliverance.
Okay, what to say? Jesus, dude. Had me worried there for a slight second.
Squeal! Beers, steers, and queers. If you know, that's what you got to look up. That's some good industrial for you.
Oh, yeah.
Revolting Cocks. That's a great one. Go look up Revco, one of my favorite bands. So
what about you, music-wise? What's I mean, beyond the classics? I know you got the Beatles shirt on, which I mean, you can never go wrong with some Beatles.
I'm all over the place. I listen to. I mean, I have Slayer, I have Metallica, and I have Thelonious Monk. Then I have Tchaikovsky. Then I have Beethoven. I mean, I'm all over the place, and I love pretty much any popular music, from like the frickin' 30s on. I mean, I could listen to whatever. Gershwin. I just love music. I'm a psychopath.
Awesome, and that's what's cool is you gotta have an appreciation for all. I mean, I started getting into a little bit of country music through Ryan because I was never a big fan of it, and that's what she likes to listen to. And
nowadays, it's like, I'm sorry to cut you off, it's like now that's where all the rock is going. They just put a little slide guitar on it, like Zach Brown Band. I really like those guys. Fucking love those guys.
Love Zach Brown. I saw them open up for Dave Matthews Band a couple years ago in D.C., and at the end of their set, they played Rage Against the Machine's "Killing in the Name of."
Yeah,
they destroyed it.
Yeah, they're cool dudes.
Well, and then they have the new song out. They played on Saturday Night Live that has Chris Cornell on it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's guys like that I appreciate, or like Brad Paisley. Dude can kill it on the guitar.
The thing I love about Brad Paisley is, you take that cowboy hat off of him, he looks like he works in a pizzeria.
Probably, yeah.
He doesn't look like he's just a cool dude, He's a real laid-back guy. I like him a lot. I love Blake Shelton. I like his wife Miranda. Yep. I try to keep it country a little bit, even though I'm from the city. We actually have a big, it's WNASH, Nashville Radio in New York City. It's a pretty popular station here, so.
Nice.
Country music's doing all right.
Hell yeah, very nice, very nice. Yeah, Ryan loves her favorites. She loves Miranda Lambert. Her man though is Dierks Bentley.
Yeah,
she loves her. She has met him, I think, at least half a dozen times. Like, she is in the fan club, does the meet and greets, and I mean, she's a Dierks fanatic. That's for sure.
You sure it's not Dirk Diggler? Dirk Diggler. Thanks for coming.
Christine threw a name out there that I have to say I certainly appreciate. Primus.
Oh my God! You have no idea. My nephew's favorite band is Primus. He's a bass player, my nephew.
Oh, well, of course he's got to love Primus.
Claypool is worshipped in his I remember when Primus came around. I mean, I just turned 35, but yeah, no, but Primus is like an amazing band that really underrated how awesome they are.
I mean,
Yeah.
my first introduction to Primus was actually Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey when they played Tommy the Cat.
Tommy the Cat. That's a good one.
Oh,
And then I mean, but you know, like Winona's Big Brown Beaver was popular, and
Jerry was a race car driver. Jerry was a race car driver because that was in one of the.
My Name is Mud.
My Name is Mud.
My Name is Mud.
Jerry, that was in one of the first Tony Hawk games, and
yes,
on that one
yes, yeah, definitely, yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, I mean, can't go wrong with those guys.
Who mentioned Primus? Teeny Tiny?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of Teeny Tiny, I got to give a shout out. I'm not a big Facebook guy. I kind of come and go, but seeing all the pictures of that meet and greet and seeing everybody planking like that,
was awesome.
Wasn't that hella fucking awesome? I mean,
they're just so cool.
They were just planking anywhere in the middle of the street, on churches, in airplanes. So God bless everybody you guys look like you had a ball, man. That was really nice. So
that cool. Chicago meet and greet looked like that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
She saw Primus at Lollapalooza '93.
Yeah. So did I. Yeah. I was 20 years old, I think. So
I was 11.
I was 11. Yeah, I was 12. I was 12. No, but yeah, no, Primus is a great band. I mean, and the Lollapaloozas then were so friggin' amazing. I mean, I remember seeing Metallica at a Lollapalooza. I don't know what year it was, but they did like a 3.5-hour set. It was just so freaking badass. There was some great shows in the 90s. And I don't know, I mean, I hate to sound like one of those, in my day, the music was great, but the 90s was such a resurgence of really good music, like, you know, grunge and, you know, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains. I mean, there was a lot of good bands, and even there were one-hit wonders. I mean, there's a lot of good shit out. Like now, I don't know. It's so hard now. Everything is like, you know, unless they're sure, they don't take a chance. You know, they have to try. It's so hard to make money now because of the way the internet is now.
Right, because there's only a few like bands that I really keep an eye on that put stuff out now more recently, like Foo Fighters.
God, yeah, gotta love the Foo Fighters.
And I posted earlier this week, and I tagged you in it, the new song from Muse.
Yes, I actually really liked that song. That was
good. Those guys are. Oh, yeah,
Muse is good.
Muse is good. They're fun. My brothers have seen them a couple of times, and he loves Muse. Man, there's only a few, you know, that I really kind of keep an eye out on, because most of it, yeah, I'm just kind of, you know, so be it, you know.
Yeah. It doesn't. There's nothing really like I'm like crazy excited about. Actually, the only band that I keep trying to tell everybody about is this Australian band from Perth, who I love. It's one dude. It's very Dave Grohl. It's one guy, and he records everything.
Okay.
He plays the drums, the bass, the whole 9 yards for the album. He makes the whole album himself, writes, sings, everything. And then when he goes on tour, he has a band, and the name is Tame Impala. I love these guys. He's very, 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 very Floyd, Beatles-esque kind of.
Well, sounds like a little bit like a Nine Inch Nails kind of, because Trent does a lot of that.
Yes, yeah, can't forget Trent.
He has a band when he goes live.
Yeah, Trent's very much that way. Yeah, I was a huge. Who
is it again?
Tame Impala. Impala like the like the animal. And tame like as the opposite of wild. So Tame.
Okay.
Yeah, but their last album was so good. Every single one's been really good, but Lonerism was the name of the latest one, and they have a new album coming out soon. But
Let It Happen, live versions, Be Above It, Mine, Lonerism, is that it?
Yeah, but there was a single, Elephant, and it's a weight loss show, so we'll talk about the elephant in the room, but which is usually me. It was for a good while. But Elephant was actually on a commercial. I think it was on like either an iPod commercial or one of those. So that was like pretty well known. But like I just think they're awesome. If you're into like, if you want to know what John Lennon might be doing now, the guy sounds a lot like Lennon to me. I mean, he's got like all this echo on his voice. But they're a really good band. I'm
downloading it already as we speak. I'm downloading it now. So.
Yeah, I dig them. I dig them a lot, and they're really good live. They're kind of like they're lumped in. They're kind of like a stoner band. They're like very like people who they get lumped in with like Floyd and like kind of that kind of mood music kind of.
Okay.
So cool. Spark a doobie. It's 420. It's 420. Spark a doob and throw in some Tame Impala.
There you go. So that's your best kept secret band. So.
I am like trying to spread the gospel of Tame Impala. I love those.
So
dudes.
if you're spreading the gospel of Tame Impala, I have to do the same for my best kept secret band. The group I've been seeing them live since 2002. They're called Red Wanting Blue. They're out of Columbus, Ohio. They are kind of they're not jam bandy, but they're kind of a, good Americana folk kind of rock, little group. And they are, not only are they just a blast to see live, they're so much fun to, listen to. And they put out just nice, easy, just very easy listening. I almost liken it to say like road trip music. I can put their albums on and drive to West Virginia or drive
like a Leonard Skinner type.
It's similar. Well, what's funny is if you look right up here, here's a poster from one of their shows.
Next to the Trojans.
Exactly.
Okay. No, that's the Pink Palace. Let's not joke around. There's a crucifix there. Oh, and if you haven't seen the picture, when I come in to say hello and we log in, Ryan pops out of that door behind him with a freaking rubber glove on. I was like, you've got to get a screen cap of this, because from that angle, it looks like there's an examination going on.
Yep, I posted it on the FatKings page right before we went live, so go check that out.
But yeah, that band, I remember when I first started watching you, you had links to like some of their videos.
Yep, because I've seen them live a few times, and every time I see them live, I also hang out with them. I hang out with them after the show. I have posters and all sorts of stuff signed. Ryan and I are friends with band members on our personal Facebook page. I mean, they're really cool, down to earth, and they tour across the states constantly. And
that's cool.
Fun, easy listening guys that. Every time they come to Virginia, we're like, where? And let's get our asses. We'll take time off of work and do whatever to go see these guys play live.
What is it again? Red Wine and Blue?
Red Wanting Blue.
Oh, Red Wanting Blue. That's right. Yeah. Red Wanting Blue. So, ladies and gentlemen, Red Wanting Blue. Check them out.
Their latest one is a good one. It's called Little America. So it's a good album. Definitely worth a listen. And Jennifer, she knows Tame Impala.
Oh, she does not. Stop lying, Jennifer.
She says Tame Impala is awesome.
You can't have two bands with what was it? Antelope, Der Antwerp, and Tame Impala. You don't know Tame Impala. Stop lying. All right, I trust you. I'm kidding.
Did you see? I just on I think it was Erica's post about music. Jennifer posted a video of a Dion's Word video, and I countered it with, the guy who does Cinema Sins?
Yeah.
He does another channel called Music Video Sins, and he did
he
did it everything wrong with the exact same video, and I'm like,
that's
boom,
awesome.
I'm going to counter with that.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was so funny. Yeah, that I can appreciate some music, and I know they're very artsy. I can't do it.
Teeny tiny with a They Might Be Giants shout out. Those guys They Might Be Giants. Good times.
Istanbul is
Constantinople is Istanbul.
They're poppy. They're like this. They can bounce to it.
They're cool. They're in the Weezer category for me. Like I like Weezer. I like that kind of stuff. I like so many things. I mean, I like everything. I like it all, man. I like to rock, and I like to rap, and I like to twerk. I'll do anything. I don't care.
Now here's a good question, and I want responses from everybody as well here on the chat thread.
Okay, I was 12, he was 30. Okay, never mind.
What was your first concert?
Oh, I'm not saying it. No, No, I saw that thread actually. You're not gonna believe.
Do it. I've got a good one too. I've got a good one.
No,
what is your first concert? I'm asking you first.
This is gonna date me, and it's also gonna. It's so not. But actually, no. I'm proud. I like this dude.
Be proud of it. Own it.
No, my sisters took me. It was like on a whim. I wish it was like Metallica. I wish it was something really cool, but it is John Cougar, John Cougar Mellencamp. So and I like him. So it's not very metal, but
no.
But hey, you know.
It's all good. My brother's first concert I took him to was Weird Al Yankovic.
See, now that would be even cooler, I think, because I love Weird Al. No, I like John Cougar too, though.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. John Cougar, no problem now.
Yeah, man.
My first concert, Rob H. Huey Lewis and the News, solid. Was it during the sports tour or?
Oh, wow.
What, Jennifer Ricketts' Violent Femmes?
Violent Femmes, look at that.
That's a good one.
Let me go on like a blister in the sun.
Let's see.
Good
Nobody
stuff.
else. Oh, Depeche Mode, No Limits.
Oh, Depeche Mode, yeah. I would like that one, too.
Ryan can't stand it when I play Rock Band and I sing Personal Jesus because I get such an attitude. I go, your own personal Jesus. It's so
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus
Jennifer
Christ.
Bleacher, you too.
Oh, stop it. She never saw you two. She's lying.
Christine is her first concert was Lollapalooza in '92.
Oh, so Primus was the Primus that she saw there?
No, that was the year, but she said Primus was '93, so. It was
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm losing all the details. I missed.
All right, so here's gonna date me a little bit at the same time, but I don't care. Was MC Hammer's Too Legit to Quit tour?
Nice. That's classic.
With opening act,
Oh,
Boys
cool.
to Men.
Boys to Men. Wow, look at that.
I
Yeah.
mean, you know what? And I had a Too Legit to Quit tour shirt, and I wore that all the time. And on the back, it had the Too Legit and legit and
Too legit to quit. Did you get those pants? Did you get the big?
Oh no, never got the pants. But I went. It was me and my mom and my dad and my aunt and my uncle. And my uncle tried to help me. We tried to sneak as close as we could. We got like about 10 feet away from the side of the stage. So I was like, "This is fucking awesome."
That's so fucking cool. Did you see that whole? I didn't realize that whole documentary about all the money he lost and how fucked up everything.
Oh yeah, the VH1 video that they did.
Yeah, and because he was buying like gold-plated fucking faucets and all that shit.
Yes, Jim Haney, we already did this in a thread at one point, but I figured we got a new group of people. Let's talk about it. He says his first real epic concert.
Wow, he went to that?
Was Day on the Green.
That's fucking awesome.
Well, that was his first real epic concert, but that's not his first concert.
What's his first concert? Come on, Jim, tell me.
Yeah.
It was DeBarge.
That's right. Dead or Alive.
Dead or Alive. I watch your life.
Oh my God. Jennifer Bleacher's second concert was Pink Floyd. Jesus.
Pink Floyd.
You know what? I don't think this will technically count, but I'm going to at least toss it out there. When my mom was pregnant with me, she went to a Queen concert.
Well, that's cool, right there.
So I technically was at a Queen concert.
So technically, your first concert was Queen. That's fucking cool.
Right.
That's a cool one.
Went on tour. I went to a Nirvana concert. That was Kurt Cobain's last tour. Christine. Damn.
Oh, Nirvana rules. Yeah,
that would have been sweet.
And Jack White. I love the White Stripes as well. Yeah,
love Jack. He's definitely another one of those. Jack White. Like Jack White, I will definitely keep an eye on. I love Lazaretto. That was a really good show. That good album, I should say. Yeah.
Good shit, man. Well, I hate to be a party pooper, but I think we should start wrapping this one up.
Is it past your bedtime?
It's past my bedtime.
You gotta go nighty night.
I gotta go tucky tuck. Unless, do we have any questions? I think
no real questions.
Everyone's going off.
Everyone's posting about their tours and what
their epic concerts, and all I had was but the one cool thing about the John Cougar concert that I went to, there was some technical difficulties, and we wound up there was like a 45-minute delay, and the guy was so cool. He comes out and he says, "This concert's free. If you want your money back, just come tomorrow, and they'll give you your money back." And went on to play for like 2 hours.
Dude, that's awesome.
That was so cool. So that was one cool thing about that concert.
Very nice. Very nice. Real quickly, though, that's your first concert. What's been your favorite concert?
Favorite concert? No It's not even close. It's because of the level of fan that I am of his. But I mean, I've seen a lot of great bands. Metallica's huge. AC/DC kicked the shit out of me. And we went to AC/DC concert, and the freaking sound like broke my chest, rattled around my rib cage, and went out the back, and I thought I got shot. And it was so freaking loud. But the best one was Paul McCartney, Yankee Stadium, in like whatever it was, like 3-4 years ago. It was nonstop, hit after hit. Like
That had to have been awesome.
almost 3 hours of just amazing music. He was fantastic, and he was on point. And he's been playing with that band now for so long. Like they're just really great. So yeah, I think that was my favorite concert. It was just so good, man. Yeah.
And you talk about the sound getting to you. That's two bands that did that to me, where just kind of the sound just went through me. Was Slayer.
Oh yeah. Well, I saw I saw the Big Four. That was another great one.
Yes.
Big Four at Yankee Stadium was great too.
You were there?
I was there at the Big Four at Yankee Stadium.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, that was huge. That was a good one.
Son of a, I watched the Big Four when they did the show. They had it live.
Sophia.
Like, yes.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I was in the movie theater, and we had people moshing in the movie theater. It was fun.
Yeah, that was fucking cool.
But then Motorhead.
Lemmy is God.
They are loud as fuck.
Lemmy is awesome, man.
But my favorite concert of all time, and just like you, wasn't even close. And it goes completely against any group that we've just talked about. But not a single show has held a candle to when I sat 7th row about 2 years ago seeing Michael Bublé.
See?
He and that band, unbelievable.
Tell you, I really like Michael Bublé. See, I have a secret. I don't think it's a secret. I love Sinatra, and I actually got to see Sinatra. That's one of the things. That's one of the coolest things ever. I saw him in Atlantic City, and I think it was like a year before he passed, and that was one of my favorite memories. I love Sinatra, and then I love Harry Connick Jr. because he's kind of like carried the torch.
Cool, yes.
And Bublé does an amazing job of like molding the two. He puts modern twists on it. He's got a great style. I love Bublé a lot. Yeah. And I actually wanted to mention that was probably the other reason why I love Paul McCartney so much too, is because we got moved down, and I was just about becoming my heaviest. This was like 2012, I think this was.
Okay.
I was really heavy, and I could barely freaking like stand up straight. And this girl from one of the like ushers or whatever, she comes over to me and goes, "Oh, do you want to sit in this section?" And she I guess, I don't know what it was. She just moved me up, and we were center stage, and like, I don't know, 10 rows from the. I mean, it was one of the most. The seats definitely do help, man. It makes a difference.
Yes.
So when you're that close to Bublé, I mean, I get it.
It was 7th row, and he ended the show by cutting off all amplification, and he sang the last verse of his song. He tore out his register, he tore out his microphone, and it was just him projecting into the entire arena.
That's cool. That's pretty cool.
Okay, I gotta say this, Jim Haney, because he just said something that I saw Death Angel several years ago in a tiny ass club in Springfield, Virginia, and there was a snow and ice storm. There were probably 20 of us there, and they played like there were 10,000 people.
That's amazing. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, I gotta give special props to Death Angel, because that show I will never forget. I've seen them a couple of times too, and they were freaking amazing.
Death Angel, Death Angel.
Please be more.
Oh, In Excess was good. There you go.
Man, we're gonna sit here and just reminiscing about music.
I need you tonight. Yeah, we're gonna take requests. So if you have one, caller, are you there?
You know, we just need a DJ. We need to do a DJ set at OH.
We're gonna do. Yeah, we should do that. Karaoke requests.
You know what? We just need to set up. We need to set up the FatKings Con.
Yeah, FatKings Con.
FatKings Con. Let's just do that.
And everybody can dress up as past guests. You know, you got to pick obscure people to dress up as. Dress
up as your favorite Quest bar.
Yeah. Good times, man.
Well, you'll just go as Peter Griffin because you're already him anyway.
Yeah, it's easy too. Yeah, I just need like green pants and a white shirt. and a couple of testicles on my chin, and it's all good. It's pretty
All
easy.
right, so we're gonna call it a night now, man.
I think we should. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming. It's been emotional.
We had a
I
good
had,
time, man.
I had a good time.
Good. Like I said, it was good. Just kind of chill, talk a little shop. Actually talk about something weight loss related for a little bit. So
Yeah, and so we might as well kind of mention
go
this.
for it. Yeah, go for it.
We haven't chiseled this in stone, but we think since we're attracting the newer people, and that's kind of what we're supposed to be doing, is kind of trying to be more newbie centric, while the boys and girls over at 50 Shades are more goal orientated. And obviously, you can watch both, and we encourage everybody to watch both. But we're going to try to start taking on some of those newbie type topics. We might put them together in one show. Maybe we'll do 2 or 3 topics at a time. But we're going to do everything from deciding a surgery. I mean, not so much telling you which surgery to get, but why maybe we made our decisions to get the surgery, and maybe some others, or everything from picking the surgeon, just pre-op, and the whole journey. And we're going to try to just start just making shows based on a topic like that, and trying to keep it maybe a little bit more newbie centric, because there's a lot of people who are just out there just getting the process started. So
We already got a fan of the idea. No
good. So cool. We're definitely going to start doing that more, and try to have some kind of organized thing, because we didn't want to have guests every week, but I tell you, the guests we've had have been phenomenal. I mean, it's been a real treat. And there's nothing better than just just picking people's brains. I mean, having the Sarahs on, that was really great. And Mrs. B too. Mrs. B, I think we could safely say, has an open invitation, because that was so much fun.
Yeah, she's, and I agree. She's our Tanya, and I'm thinking about it. We have to think of if she's our Tanya, then we need a nickname for her. But I think it's not something that I think we need to rush. I think it needs to happen naturally.
Yeah, we'll have to kick that around. I mean,
exactly.
But Lois, Lois was so much fun. That was
God, that was so crazy.
And so yeah, just want to thank the girls again, the size queens, the Sarahs, for coming on. And Sarah Spano had just gotten attacked by a rabid Aries Gucci's. So it was really cool. That was nice of them. So shout out to them. And also shout out to Going Viral. I saw that Waffle had got the Bruce Campbell song out there, which is pretty cool.
Yes, the Bruce Campbell song, and then Neo's Critical Bricks. She just posted a new episode a day or 2 ago.
Yes, gotta watch that myself. So everybody go do that. So yeah, I guess we'll call it a night, buddy.
Sounds good to me.
All right. So why don't you take us out?
All right. Well, hey everybody, have a good one. We will catch you next week. You just posted your update, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to post my update sometime over the weekend. And until then, hail to the Kings, baby.